am Maurice Chavez, and this is Word Power, and today's word is accountable. Accountable. The word accountable means required or expected to justify actions or decisions, or basically to take responsibility. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 17 says, "Iron sharpens iron. As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another friend's countenance." When you have accountability in your life, you're allowing your countenance to be sharpened. And it changes your perspectives. Accountability is important here. The reason why it's important is because you are becoming vulnerable to the truth. When you are allowing yourself to be accountable to people, in spite of whatever the truth may be, you may perceive it as the truth, but you're allowing yourself to become vulnerable to it. The second thing is you are willing to express integrity in your actions and in your decisions. When you are accountable, you are saying, I have integrity in my decisions, and they may not be the right ones, but I am still willing to take responsibility for them. And the third thing is that you are admitting that you cannot do this on your own. There's a lot of people that suffer from this one right here, because there's a lot of people who want to lose weight on their own. They don't want the help of a health coach, or there are people who want to try and walk their walk without the help of a pastor. There are people who want to try and get better with life without the help of a life coach or a friend or an encourager in their life. And so you have to be willing to admit that you cannot do this on your own. You need to be accountable. And the reasons why people are not accountable is because we feared being judged for our actions. When we are afraid of being judged for our actions, we shut down and we push people away from us. So this way we say, you know what, this is just, I don't want anybody telling me that I'm wrong. Well, why are you afraid of being wrong? What is it that is making you want to be afraid of being wrong? The second reason why people are afraid reason people are not accountable is because we don't want to be told what we're doing is wrong. Sometimes we like what we're doing. We like the way we're living. We like how we're living and the outcome and the way that it makes us feel. And so, for us to be accountable to someone, it means that we're going to have to receive correction. And the problem with that is that if you are unwilling to be corrected, you have an unteachable spirit. When you're unteachable, you lack integrity and character in your own life. You have to be willing to be taught. It doesn't make a difference what rank you are, what position you are. Even as a pastor, I have to be willing to be accountable. The third thing is that people are not accountable because they fear responsibility. A lot of the times the mentality, even though they may not be willing to admit it, is if I'm accountable, then I have to be responsible. Well, yes, that's true. You have to be responsible. You have to be willing to take into account your actions. You can't blame anybody else. So how do we become more accountable? Well, the first thing is stop being afraid. If you've not done anything wrong, then your actions are going to prove that you've done nothing wrong. If you have done something wrong, then you could use the correction to improve the quality of your life. You could use the correction to be able to help you to get better in your life. Realize that life is a school, and you go to school every single day. The second thing is take responsibility and ownership for your own life. Stop blaming others for your failures and for your issues. You know what? Yes, maybe you were molested. Yes, maybe you were taken advantage of. Yes, maybe you were robbed or raped or whatever. I'm not belittling those things, but stop using those as an excuse to be unaccountable or not accountable for your life. Be accountable for your life. The third thing is create action steps toward being more accountable in your life. Realize accountability is not verbal as much as it is visual. When you become visual, when people perceive and they judge you based on what they see. The Bible says, do nothing that could be perceived as evil. So if you are doing stuff that could be perceived as wrong actions or lack of integrity or otherwise, you really need to check yourself to make sure that you're doing the right actions. And the last thing is find honest people to hold your feet to the fire. These are people who we know will tell us the ugly truth. We hate being told the truth, but if you learn that, hey, listen, be honest with me and tell me the truth, even though it hurts, we can't tell them I won't get mad, but you have to be willing to say, hey, listen, I'm willing to receive the truth. Being accountable is essential for success. This is Word Power. I'm Maurice Chavez.